Yo, let's talk about hackers. They're like the ninjas of the internet. Sneaky, smart, and always up to something. But what makes them tick? What goes on in their heads? Hacking is all about finding weaknesses. Imagine trying to open a lock with a paperclip. That's what hackers do, but with computers. They're curious, they like to solve puzzles, and they love a good challenge. Some hackers are in it for the money. They steal data and sell it. Others do it for fun or to make a statement. They expose secrets and show us how vulnerable we really are. It's a world of secret codes, hidden pathways, and digital battles. So buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the mind of a hacker. Hacking didn't start with some dude in a hoodie in a dark room. It actually began way back in the 1960s. Back then, computers were huge and expensive. Only universities and big companies had them. These early hackers were mostly students. They were curious about how things worked. They wanted to push the limits of technology. One famous group was called the Tech Model Railroad Club at MIT. They loved messing around with the phone system. They figured out how to make free calls. That was like magic back then. Then came the 70s and 80s. People started using personal computers. And guess what? More hackers. One famous hacker, Kevin Mitnick, became a legend. He broke into big companies' systems just to prove he could. These early hackers paved the way for the digital rebels we know today. They showed us that anything is hackable. Not all hackers are created equal. Just like in a Western movie, there are good guys, bad guys, and those in between. Black hat hackers are the baddies. They're the ones who break into systems for malicious purposes. They steal data, spread viruses, and cause chaos. Think of them as the digital outlaws. White hat hackers are the heroes. They use their skills for good. They help companies find vulnerabilities in their systems. They're like the cyber police, keeping the internet safe from the bad guys. And then there are the gray hat hackers. They're a bit of both. They might hack into a system without permission, but not to cause harm. They might do it to expose a security flaw or to make a point. They're the Robin Hoods of the cyber world. Remember that time when a bunch of people couldn't buy anything on Amazon? That was a hacker attack. Hackers can cause major disruptions. They can shut down websites, steal credit card information, and even interfere with elections. One famous attack was the Sony Pictures hack in 2014. Hackers broke into Sony's network and stole a ton of data. They released confidential emails and even entire movies. It was a huge embarrassment for Sony. Then there was the WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017. This attack affected hundreds of thousands of computers worldwide. It locked people out of their files and demanded a ransom to get them back. It caused chaos in hospitals, businesses, and government agencies. These are just a few examples of how hackers can make headlines. Their actions can have real-world consequences affecting millions of people. Section 5. The good guys with keyboards. Ethical hacking and its significance. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are good guys fighting the good fight in the cyber world. They're called ethical hackers. And they're like the superheroes of the internet. Ethical hackers use their powers for good. They help companies find and fix security holes before the bad guys can exploit them. They're like digital detectives, searching for clues and vulnerabilities. Companies hire ethical hackers to test their defenses. They want to make sure their systems are secure. It's like a game of cat and mouse, but in this case, the mouse is helping the cat build a better mousetrap. Ethical hacking is crucial in today's digital world. It helps us stay one step ahead of the bad guys and keep our data safe. Section 6. Cracking the code. A look at common hacking techniques. Hackers have a whole bag of tricks up their sleeves. Let's take a look at some of their most common techniques. One popular technique is called phishing. It's like digital phishing, but instead of fish, hackers are trying to catch your personal information. They might send you an email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to update your account details. But don't be fooled, it's a trap. Another common technique is called malware. Malware is like a virus for your computer. Hackers can install it on your device without you even knowing. It can steal your passwords, spy on your activity, or even take control of your device. Social engineering is another sneaky tactic. Hackers use their social skills to trick people into giving up sensitive information. They might pretend to be someone they're not, or they might exploit people's trust to gain access to their accounts. These are just a few examples of the many techniques hackers use. It's like a game of chess, with hackers constantly coming up with new moves. Section 7, Shielding Your Digital Fortress, Cybersecurity Tips for Everyone. So how can you protect yourself from these digital bandits? It's all about being smart and taking precautions. Think of it as building a fortress around your digital life. First things first, create strong passwords. Don't use your pet's name or your birthday. Come up with something unique and complex. And don't use the same password for multiple accounts. Be wary of suspicious emails and links. If something seems fishy, it probably is. Don't click on links from unknown senders and be careful what information you share online. Keep your software up to date. Software updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities. Think of it as reinforcing the walls of your digital fortress. These are just a few basic tips to keep in mind. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Section 8. The Price of Curiosity, Real-Life Consequences in the Hacker's World. Hacking might seem like a victimless crime, but it's not. The consequences can be very real. For starters, hackers can face serious legal trouble. Breaking into computer systems without permission is illegal in most countries. They could end up paying hefty fines or even going to jail. But it's not just about legal consequences. Hackers can also damage their reputations and future career prospects. Who wants to hire someone who's known for breaking the law? And let's not forget about the victims. Hacking can have a devastating impact on individuals and organizations. Stolen data, financial losses, and reputational damage are just some of the potential consequences. So before you go full-on hacker, think about the potential consequences. It's not worth risking your freedom or your future. Section 9. Hackers Shaping Our Digital Future. Hackers are a complex bunch. They can be both a force for good and a threat to our digital security. One thing's for sure, they're not going anywhere. As technology continues to evolve, so too will the methods and motivations of hackers. We're in a constant game of cat and mouse, with each side trying to outsmart the other. But here's the thing. Hackers can also be drivers of innovation. They force us to think differently about security and to develop new ways to protect ourselves. In a way, hackers are shaping our digital future. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible and forcing us to stay one step ahead. So let's keep an eye on them, learn from their methods, and continue to build a safer and more secure digital world.